Hey everybody, it's Gypsy. I was just watching a video. I mean, it was actually kind of funny the way they were talking about this because one of their things is, they talk about serious things, but they do kind of make it funny too. I think it's called Trigonometry. I love watching them. I didn't watch all of the video because, believe it or not, even though I'm in the hospital, I don't have time in between my therapy sessions. But I found it interesting. And before I start talking about this, I think I really need to impress upon everyone. This doesn't even really matter. People make a big deal about it. The only thing that ever matters is if your spiritual path is helping you grow spiritually. Okay? That's what matters. If you feel it's working for you, don't listen to what other people have to say about your spiritual path. And you don't worry about other people's spiritual path. They'll be just fine. But I just found it interesting. And they got into this conversation about whether God is a man or a woman. Yeah, it was kind of funny. People do feel strongly about this, and that's okay. Now, the information I receive from the spirit realm, and which I believe, is that God is not one. God is both. Now, we're talking about the Creator here. You have to really think about this. We are all pieces, parts of God. We come from God. We literally come from God. So, for there to be women and girls, God has to have the feminine energy in it to create women and girls, okay? You just think about what people might say about that, and I'm sorry, some of the stories I get are so fantastical that I just can't take them seriously. But again, if it works for you, then go with that, okay? So, God, our Creator, is both divine feminine and divine masculine. However, if it helps you to view our Creator, to view God as a male father figure, if that helps you, then run with it, go with it. Don't let anybody dissuade you either way, but don't try dissuading anybody else from how they view it. If it helps you to view our Creator as purely feminine, if it helps you on your spiritual growth, on your spiritual journey, great, go with that. So what I mean by it's very personalized. If you think God is a female lesbian, I thought I heard somebody say that, then go with that. It does not really matter. It doesn't matter what I say, it doesn't matter what anybody else says. You need to look within. Is the spiritual journey I have chosen helping me grow spiritually? Is it right for me? Does it feel comfortable? Is it resonating with me? If it is not, you need to kind of search and see where the next step in your journey is. If it's resonating with you and it's helping you, then go with that, okay? Never let anybody tell you what you have chosen is wrong if it's resonating with you, okay? And always remember, you cannot judge others on their spiritual path. You can't. You can talk all you want to someone. If it's their path and the one they're meant for, highly unlikely you're ever going to get them off of it till they're good and ready to, when it's their time to take the next step. So, I'm just saying, don't worry about it so much. Does it matter if God's a man or a woman? Does it matter if God is both? Now, being purely spirit and the original spirit, you think about that. First of all, God does not have a need to be either or. There is no need for that. In the spirit realm, we don't have these labels. We don't even care about this stuff. Now, of course, especially if we're going to try to reach out to somebody who's currently incarnated, and even in the spirit realm, all right, so my main energy is feminine. We all have both feminine and masculine energy within us. One is typically more dominant. Now, me, it's feminine. So when I am in spirit totally and I don't have a body, I am going to feel to others and is female because that was a stronger one. And it doesn't matter, but nobody really cares. This is not important. Okay, that's all I'm telling you guys. So if it makes you comfortable and it helps you in your spiritual growth, then go with it. Okay? All these things we argue about, especially with religion, so unnecessary. It is. When you leave here, when you die, you say, well, that wasn't important. And there's no one religion or spiritual path that is right, is totally right, or totally wrong. There isn't. Nobody has it all right, and nobody has it all wrong. And there are a lot of similarities between all these different paths if you just look. I once saw a diagram of a wheel, like a wagon wheel, and you have all the religions and spiritual paths around the outside, and they all seem so different. But with each turn of the wheel, they get closer and closer together. And when you get to that center, you find they're actually all the same. It's just what makes it easiest for you to get where you're going. You know, and where we're going is to grow spiritually. That's it. Yeah. So, you know, I just kind of find it funny when people talk about this stuff and argue about it, because it really doesn't matter. It doesn't. We need to let that shit go and stop fighting over this, because you know what? That's where we need to grow spiritually, is stop with the fighting. You know, especially wars and shit like that. It's like, yeah, it's not that important. But always know what you've chosen. If it resonates, you're good. Yeah, there's nothing ever that is truly wrong. Yeah, everything gets used for good if you choose it to. So, I'm saying, don't worry. Leave you with that. Blessed be, and may you enjoy.